Ever wonder where the hell all of your money goes when you look at your bank account statement? Well, today I want to talk about a system that will help you with this. I'm a little behind schedule because, quite honestly, I threw out my back so bad that I was laid up in bed for 4 days. This is the first day that I've been able to sit upright and not be in excruciating pain. So here I am. Today I want to do a video about how you can turn spending your money into a game. You see, I love strategy games, and this is basically a game that when you win, you have more money. In order for me to retire when I did, I had to become obsessed about investing and how I spend money years prior. Before I get into this little strategy, I think it's important to always have a little bit of emergency cash available at all times and be possibly investing already. If you're not investing, this little budget strategy can help you save money to start investing. I think a great goal for anybody would be putting in $100 into the market a week. That's about $430 a month on a 30-day month. Watch my video here where I show you how $500 a month can turn into $1 million over a 30-year period. So the other day I thought I would create a new spending budget for myself. Now, I've always been really good about not overspending and price shopping, quite honestly. But I'm talking about setting a true budget, something that's set in stone to go by. I was thinking about $10 to $20 a day. So I cut the difference and ended up with $15. So that gives me a $15 a day budget to live off of. Now, obviously, I don't have to pay any bills with that $15 daily budget. This is basically fun money, food, gas, stuff like that. The reason I'm not throwing gas into that is because I don't have a day job. So anytime I'm going out, it's usually for pleasure. So if you do have a day job where you have to commute to work, just figure in how much you're spending on gas and throw that into your budget. And do whatever works best for you. If you could do $10, that'd be amazing, but I think $10 would be pretty tight. $20 might be more realistic. When you think about $20 a day, that's $600 a month, but it adds up real quickly, especially if you're going out to eat, things like that. So if I stay home for the day, that gives me $15 that I can spend the next day or the day after that. It just keeps accumulating as I don't spend any money. Well, on the second day of this challenge, you could call it, I'm up $30. And then I decided I need to go to the store and get some food. So I went to Walmart because it's always a bit cheaper than anywhere else, and I spent just under $73. Obviously, that $73 is more than the $30 that I would have been allowed over a 2-day period. So I looked at how many days were left in this month, and it was 17 days. Multiplied that times 15, and I got $255. Subtract my Walmart bill from that, and I'm left with $182 for the rest of the month. Divide that over the next 15 remaining days for the month, and I'm left with just over $12 a day of spending power. Now, on a 30-day month, I could just preload my wallet with $450 and say, hey, this is what you have to spend for the rest of the month. But I'm a greedy investor and I want to make money at all times. So I use my credit card, specifically my Citi Double Cash card. I've talked about this card before in a video and talked about how you can kind of exploit it a little bit. Because if I use this card for this budget challenge, it's going to kick back 2%. 2% on $450 is an extra $9. That's like a half a day's worth of spending. Just make sure you pay off your credit card every single month. You do not want to be paying any finance charges. That completely defeats the purpose of this budget challenge. So since I am using a card and not cash, I am keeping complete track every day, just in a little notebook, of how much money I have spent for the day. Just make sure you grab your receipts. And if you don't want to spend 99 cents on a little notebook like this, just use your phone. Just go into the notes section. Along with keeping track of your daily budget, why don't you give yourself some goals every day as well? Every day I make a list of just 5 things that I want to get accomplished that day. And if I don't get any of them done, I just roll them over to the next day. But I always get it done by the second day. It's not like I just keep rolling it over and say, hey, I'm making a list, because that's stupid. This gives me a bit of a guide for the day, and it also creates a little bit of accountability. So try setting a daily budget goal and a list of 5 goals of things to do. I think you'll be shocked at how much more focused, disciplined, and productive you'll be if you do this. Any productive person needs to write down what they want to do. Otherwise, you're just kind of hoping that you remember the next day what your goals were. Motivation is great and all, but discipline creates habits, and good habits can get you to where you want to go. So with this little personal budget challenge, figure out what you want to do with your surplus money at the end of each month. That is, if you reach your goal. That surplus could be the amount that you put in the market to invest with, or you roll that money back over into the next month, and then there's that much more money you get to play with. Let's say you have $50 left over at the end of the month. Add that to the $450 you would start with on a 30-day month. Now you have just over $17 a day to play with. No matter what you decide to do with the money, setting some personal financial goals and limitations on top of a to-do list for every day will get you farther in life for sure. Setting some boundaries on everything and some moderation is a good thing. Just because I can afford to drink a $50 bottle of whiskey every day doesn't mean that I should. Just because you have money to burn doesn't mean you should. Put that money away and let that grow. Trust me, when you get older, you'll be very thankful for it. I still have so many friends that have not started investing or saving, and they're in their mid-40s. It's kind of like, don't you ever think about what's going to happen when you reach that certain age? Hopefully, Social Security will still be there, but I'm not banking on it. I say put as much money as you can into the market. That's why, again, that I love dividend stocks, because even if the market is doing terribly, you're still getting paid. So watch any of my videos on dividend investing and see how I did this. And please hit me up in the comments if you guys have any questions. They could be on investing, setting personal financial goals, paying down debt, whatever. I'd love to talk to you. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking this video. It helps me out so much. And if you haven't started investing, please start, unless you don't care about your future. All right, thanks for watching. I'm going to shut up now. I will see you guys in a few days. Bye-bye.